Hello?
Welcome
Hey,
aboard, my dear.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
is this
Oh,
are you for real?
Yes, I'm for real the real Mazzy.
You're kidding.
I
What made you
stayed. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
what made you decide to join us?
Because I feel like the whole Dabbleverse is like a clown show in itself, so I might as well join the actual clown show. You guys are awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. It's not a diss, but I'm
No,
just
we
saying.
don't take it. We don't take it as a diss.
Join the clown show. Yeah, I like it.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like I'd rather be here than like MLC where you're like on the spot. So yeah.
Yeah, and
Right.
you get yelled at a lot over there.
We
Yeah.
get yelled at here too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, Papa Kill will yell at people. Just so you know.
Yeah. He'll
oh
put him
no,
in
no.
line.
I was the
Oh
one
no.
that told her. I was the one that told her, run for your life, girl.
So
Oh.
She's a
so
smart lady, damn it.
so what's your life been like over these last how many months?
It's been good. I officially broke up with him in January of last year. He's lied and said like it was later, but no, it was January of last year. But other than
Oh,
that, it's been good. Just working a lot and got
and
me
you're
on place and
and
yeah.
so you're not residing in the ocean right now then, is what you're saying.
I have a place in the ocean, but
Okay.
a little condo, but yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, oh,
Dude, I
very
would
nice.
love to have a condo in the ocean.
Mhm.
Sounds like you're doing well.
Not too
So
bad.
so do you watch MLC regularly or
It depends actually. Like I've been watching on and off, but then I got like those clips from I think it was Doom that made those horrible drunk like clips of MKE. I'm like, holy shit. Like
Well, they're pretty
right?
wild, but I mean they're homies, so it's all good.
yeah, no, it's all good, but I'm just like, whoa. But I don't know, I just felt like I needed my voice to be heard and just to step up and just like things are just more chill now and I can just be like and have more courage and I'm like, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still well there's like I if I were in your shoes, I would really want to address a lot of things that have happened.
Exactly.
You
Mhm.
Exactly.
the final boss made this happen. What are some things that you've wanted to say that you haven't been able to?
I
What
mean,
comes to mind?
nothing really like big. I would just say just I guess I'm like more open to questions. If anybody has questions, I'm more open to that than anything.
Oh,
Okay.
funny that
All
you
right.
say. Go
Um,
ahead, my dear. Read this.
Did did Mazzy and MKE have a fake divorce for their fake marriage? No, and actually, like even when we were together, I actually told him to stop referencing me as Mrs. Kill Everything. I said, "We're not married, dude.
Oh
Like we're
man.
together, but we're not fucking married. We're not even like engaged. Don't reference us as that." He's like, "No, it's okay." And then I saw that one Doom clip of like saying Mrs. Kill and all that stuff. I'm like, "Oh God,
oh no.
Pretty wild.
yeah,
So you
Okay.
said you broke up with him in January of 2024.
yes, yeah."
Wow.
Um, not to be too personal, but what was the reason for that?
There was quite a few reasons behind that. Without getting too personal,
Yeah.
um, it's like our timelines didn't like match up.
Uh-huh.
Like he was expecting to like move up to where I'm at in Michigan,
Yeah, that's what he talked about. I remember that.
and
Pretty
it's like it sucks because like he was expecting me to pay for the whole thing for him to move up here, and it's like, dude, I can't afford that. At the time, I like now I can, but like at the time, it's like I can't afford for like a whole grown ass man and all his stuff and his dog to move up to where I'm at. And even then, like, where are you going to go for a job? Like, there was just so many stipulations behind that.
Yeah. So the whole classic story of how you wanted to go visit the ocean or something. What was the premise there? Was that your reason to like get out of town or whatever?
So I went to Florida last year actually, and I had talked to MKE a few times, like not being like, hey, I want to be with you, I want to get back with you or anything like that. Just catching up with him, just to say like, hi, how are you doing?
Hmm.
Um, but it was like last May actually. And I had some relatives in Florida that weren't doing very well. Actually, it's my great aunt, and I wanted to visit her for like the last time. And I told him about the ocean. He ended up telling KB about the ocean, and then yeah,
Yeah.
the whole ocean thing happened.
And that just kind of became a thing. So now that's like, to this day, it's crazy how many people say he took her to the ocean or whatever.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's great.
Yeah, it is. How long did you guys date? Like, how long were you guys together?
I'd say about a year and a half, technically. I mean, we had like a break in between, but due to certain things. But yeah, it wasn't a perfect relationship. I'll put it that way.
And you guys met. How did you guys meet?
On Twitch, actually. He was playing Shenmue, one of my favorite games. I'm a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up talking with him in chat, and I ended up talking with him in Discord. And then it kind of went from there, kind of.
And then you guys met up. When did you very first meet up with each other?
Gosh, it was like 2022. That was like late.
Okay.
Late 2022. So yeah, like we went for our first date then, and we had like a long distance thing, which was working for the time being. Don't get me wrong, but like long distance sucks. Like I do not recommend it.
Yeah, I don't recommend that either.
Mm-mm.
So when you first met, were you both MLC fans, or how did the whole MLC? I know he says that, I can't remember what he says. You're a fan of Bob Levy?
Like it was some like random clip on YouTube. Like we weren't fans of MLC like to begin with, but like he found some clip of like Bob Levy on YouTube or something, and then I liked it. I laughed at it, and then he actually found out about Kevin Brennan, watched him, and then the whole Chad thing, and yeah, that's kind of like how it came to be. Nothing too exciting with that.
And so did you guys watch MLC together? Like, how did you guys end up on that New Year's stream that he plays a lot?
I donated $100 to KB to have us on there, and that's what happened. And that's kind of like how everything caught on. Like I was the one that made the donation. Like, hey, look, hey, $100, have us on, or whatever. I forgot exactly what it was, but it's like, yeah, have us on, and now he's like a fan favorite, which is good for him. Good for him.
Is she really more racist than Mr. Kill Everything? Is that true?
Yes.
When's the last time you spoke with him, like on the phone or even in person?
On the phone, it was last January.
Holy crap, that long?
Yeah.
Okay, he's made claims.
I know he's made claims. I know he has. And I've texted him like, hey, how are you doing? Like within like there's a couple of months like in between like last year, checking in on him, because during one stream like it was recommended to me, or like it came up like where he like passed out and people were actually worried, and I called him, but he didn't answer because he was passed out, which is a very normal thing. So
yeah, I could totally see that. That's good of you to check in on him, because he's obviously was taking it very hard.
Yeah, and I know, and I wasn't leading him on like whatsoever. I just being there for him and just being like, hey, are you okay? Hey, and like I finalized it. I made sure to say, hey, it is done last January, and he was still referring to me as like his sweetheart and Mrs. Like, no,
cringy.
Exactly.
What's the story behind the box of panties?
Oh gosh.
Oh
okay.
man.
So, I went to where he was at in Phoenix, and I was packing my stuff up. His room was kind of dark or whatever, so I was just packing my stuff up because I usually wear like black and like, whatever. So I was packing my bag up, and then I left, came back to where I'm at in, suburban Detroit. And I unpacked my bag like the next day, and I found a big old pair of panties.
A big old pair of panties.
I love the description.
How big are we talking?
Oh, boys. It looked like a flag.
Is
this what you cover your classic hot rod in?
Like a size 14, 16. And I just held it up. When I saw it, I'm like, that's not his. He doesn't wear panties. He wears boxers. So I'm like, who the?
Maybe he does wear panties.
So I put it on my bed. I took a picture of it, and I knew he wasn't up by then because he had stayed up drinking. I took a picture of it, and I sent it to him. I'm like, what is this? And he didn't know. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, dude, these came back with me. These are obviously girl panties. I looked up the tag. It was like Kmart brand. Like, extra, extra large girl panties. I'm like,
They still have Kmart's?
I don't know. It was like Fruit of the Loom or something. And I'm just like, dude, like, whose panties are these? And he's like, oh, it was an ex-girlfriend's. I'm like, okay, let's take a step back and let's,
What?
not a fan of this.
Was that the final straw? Or were you already kind of on your way out at that point?
I hate to say it, but I was kind of on my way out, to be honest. Like that, like with him talking with a lot of like women online too, like a lot of like his female fans before I even got with him, before I was even, friends with him. Like, I understand when it comes to like being online and like engaging with people, but he took it to like another level where I told him I was uncomfortable, and yeah.
Okay, so you held up these gigantic pennies. You asked him about it. How did he respond in that moment? What did he say?
Well, I texted him the picture of the panties and saying like, "What is this?" And at first he was confused, like, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since this was like late, I want to say, what's this? December 2023. Yeah, it was about then, and it's been a while. But he's like, well, what is that? And then he recognized where they were from, and he was very apologetic about it.
Yeah. As one would be.
Yeah. And then he was saying he had him like on like a shelf, and it's just like, okay, it didn't come from a shelf. It was on the floor, so it was kind of confusing.
And so you haven't spoken to him on the phone or in person since January of 2024?
Yes.
That's crazy, man, because I used to talk to him all the time and say, when's the last time you talked to her? But yeah. So does he try to reach out to you?
I don't know, because he's blocked on my phone, and he knows I have like an X, or like a Twitter account, but he hasn't said anything to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel bad because I think he's a nice guy. Like, he's a nice guy, right?
He is. He's genuinely a very nice guy with good intentions. He really is. Very caring person, loves his family. I actually met the real Papa Kill. Was MK sexting other women from his stream?
It's not a bad question.
I don't know. I don't know. But he was getting very cozy with FKA Mommy. And
Who hasn't?
like to a point where like she was like texting and sending pictures of like her and like her bed to him when I was like over there with him, like, and then talking about like hot tubs or whatever and some shit. I'm just like, okay, I'm here. I traveled across country to see you, and you're talking to her about this. I'm not starting anything. This is the absolute truth. But just like, I was just flabbergasted at this shit. Like,
right.
This is wild, man. Didn't KB offer you a bunch of money to go on MLC? Was that ever arranged?
I saw from like the streams I've seen, he's offered me like $1,000 to actually do like a tell-all or like come on his stream. But you know what? I'd rather not. I don't really care about the money, to be honest. I'd rather be on here with you guys. And to be honest, too, if I were to be on there with KB, he would definitely bring FKE on, and I'd be like, no.
There's no way. That's right.
Well, 6 people are on now? Holy shit.
What's up? What's going on? How are you?
Oh, Ray DeVito.
Ray!
Oh, what's up, punks?
How are you guys? Good times, man. Mazzy, yeah, I remember meeting you guys in Detroit for like 1 minute and just been like, oh, hey, I was excited to see you guys. And I was like, hey, hello. And then I went and got download cards, which you guys probably threw away. That's fine.
What is a download card?
I think MKE has that, to be honest. But yeah, no, it was awesome meeting you, Ray. It was awesome.
But no, I was just being nice. That's it. I was just like, hey, hello. Yeah.
So, Ray, she just cleared your name on the whole creepy thing. Did you hear that?
I'm done with this. Stop it.
Get rid of them. Toss them. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
My name.
Get out of here.
No.
That makes it sound like there was something questionable in the first place. Which
there was nothing questionable about it. It was just MKE being like, just
Ray,
very,
you
like,
motherfucker.
Just protective, I guess. There was nothing wrong with it, so just whatever.
Yeah, I was just saying hello to you guys.
Yeah, exactly.